What is up, Queen City? If you thought our preseason opener was just a meaningless exhibition under the lights, then you need to look a little closer at what went down. We all know the final score does not count for much in August, but the tape never lies. Several overlooked guys just put the entire coaching staff on notice with massive performances. We are talking about guys fighting for their football lives on Mint Street and proving they belong on the final roster. Grab your gear because the keep pounding spirit is very alive right now. Panthers fans, we kicked off the preseason in electrifying fashion at the Hall of Fame game, and while the final score might not matter, the performances of several players absolutely did. We saw Haynes King, Jimmy Horn Jr., A.J. Dillon, Nick Hampton, Jared Harrison Hunt, John Metchie III, and Cam Gill deliver some truly outstanding moments that have significantly boosted their chances of making the final 53-man roster. For a team focused on building depth and competition, these individual breakthroughs are exactly what we needed to see. Haynes King, who has been working tirelessly to find his footing as a quarterback in our system, was nothing short of impressive, completing 21 of 34 passes and tallying 3 total touchdowns, leading scoring drives on 5 of his 6 possessions. Fellow second-year player Jimmy Horn Jr. showed his worth as a wideout and contributed on special teams, while A.J. Dillon, who many might have underestimated, brought a burst to the running back position that truly surprised. On the defensive side, Nick Hampton and Jared Harrison Hunt both delivered sacks and consistently pressured the backfield, addressing a critical need for pass rushing depth, especially after losing Nick Skirton. And this is the part that gets me. John Metchie III, who some thought might be on the outside looking in, hauled in 3 passes for 38 yards and delivered the longest kick return of the night, adding crucial special teams versatility. Finally, UFL signee Cam Gill contributed 5 tackles, showing the kind of run-stopping presence we're looking for. For us fans, this is more than just preseason hype. It's tangible evidence that competition is fierce and our depth chart is getting stronger. The stark reality for John Metchie III before the game was a feeling he was headed for a cut. A harsh truth that makes his sudden impact even more significant. This pregame assessment stemmed from his limited contributions on special teams and a quiet camp, making his breakout performance in the Hall of Fame game nothing short of a make-or-break moment. We as fans know how crucial these early evaluations can be for young players battling for a spot. Similarly, our defensive line faced an urgent need for impactful depth off the edge, especially after the loss of Nick Skirton, a void the front office was keenly aware of. Cam Gill, arriving as the UFL sack leader, was brought in specifically to address some of that exact void after Skirton's injury. While not racking up sacks himself, his performance validated the team's decision to bring in a player capable of contributing across the line, providing that much-needed run-stopping presence. This isn't the first time we've seen lesser-known players seize an unexpected opportunity in the preseason. Every year, the Hall of Fame game becomes a stage for someone to truly earn their way onto the roster, often defying previous expectations set in camp. For Coach Dave Canales and our front office, led by owner David Tepper, these individual showcases are exactly what they scour the film for. They're not just looking for flashy plays, but for consistent effort and the proven ability to fill specific needs. And I'll be straight with you, the coaches are evaluating who can step into critical roles and contribute, especially considering the depth challenges we've seen. So we've seen the impressive individual plays. But now let's dive into what these standout performances truly signify for our Panthers moving forward. These aren't just feel-good stories. They're critical to the immediate foundation we're trying to build as a team. We know a long NFL season demands reliable backups and competitive depth, and this game revealed several potential contributors who can step up right now. This directly impacts our roster construction, creating intense competition for those final precious spots on the 53-man roster. Players like Haynes King and John Metchie III, who were on the bubble, have now made their cases undeniably stronger, forcing difficult decisions for Coach Dave Canales and our front office. This competitive fire elevates everyone's play, pushing us closer to a deeper, more resilient team. Now, here's the thing. This enhanced talent pool also provides flexibility for future roster moves, as the team can feel more confident in our depth if adjustments are needed. Looking ahead to our regular season schedule, stronger depth means our primary contributors won't have to carry the entire load, keeping them fresher for the entire season. This increased rotational depth on the defensive line, particularly with Nick Hampton, Jared Harrison-Hunt, and Cam Gill, could be pivotal in grinding down opponents in the fourth quarter. It provides Coach Canales with more strategic options, giving us the ability to adapt our game plans against diverse offenses. Ultimately, this deeper talent pool subtly shifts our standing within the NFC South. While the Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints under Coach Kellen Moore, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers under Coach Todd Bowles are formidable, our ability to withstand the inevitable bumps and bruises of a 17-game season just got a significant boost. The true upside of these performances, especially from players like Haynes King and John Metchie III, extends far beyond individual highlights. It's about the tangible validation of our player development pipeline and scouting efforts. When undervalued talent sees opportunities, it reduces our reliance on costly veteran free agents for depth and confirms that Coach Dave Canales' system is empowering players to excel. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about building genuine competition across the board, making every practice more intense and every player better. However, the inherent risk, which seasoned NFL analysts frequently caution against, lies in the preseason mirage. A single Hall of Fame game, often played against opponents who won't make their own teams, can be a deceptive measuring stick. We've seen flashes like this before that don't translate to sustained performance or success against higher-tier competition. The challenge now is maintaining this level of play through the remaining preseason games, ensuring these bright spots aren't merely temporary. Media observers across the league reviewing performances from every team, including the New Orleans Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, are typically reserved, acknowledging potential but emphasizing the long road ahead. They often highlight how King and Metchie III still face immense pressure to prove consistency beyond one contest. And I cannot stress this enough. The way I see it, this isn't just about a few players playing well. It signals a foundational shift in our team's approach to cultivating talent. While no one is crowning these players yet, their collective effort shows our organization is creating an environment where players can truly earn their way, pushing us closer to the resilient, competitive team we aspire to be. When we synthesize the electrifying individual displays from the Hall of Fame game with our team's long-term vision, a compelling picture emerges for the Carolina Panthers' trajectory. This isn't merely about a few players seizing an opportunity. It fundamentally speaks to a burgeoning culture of meritocracy and meticulous player development under Coach Dave Canales and owner David Tepper. For the next few seasons, these performances hint at a franchise committed to finding and nurturing talent from every corner, reducing reliance on big money acquisitions for critical depth. It signifies that our scouting and coaching apparatus is effectively unearthing contributors who might have been overlooked elsewhere, systematically building a more robust and resilient roster from the ground up. The part fans are not ready for is how profoundly this shift